What's good, Malachi? What up, Noah? Deezer! Refinery Caves? Is that the... Is that the game that we played the other day? Refinery Caves? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if we played that the other day or not. It is? Is that the mining one that Sinners was doing? The Sinners one? FAA update in 2 hours, y'all. Fire, bro, fire. What's the update? What are we cooking? Dude, I don't know why I'm streaming this early, but I'm just like, fuck it. I feel like I need to get this work done, bro. There's a couple things left I needed to get done with the pets. Someone said put a halo above the pets. I personally don't think so. I don't think that's necessary. I think just a glowy shadow underneath them is fine, you know. The paints at that, the pets ain't that innocent. What are we talking about? Free advertising, sawmill factory, and a new vehicle pack. Sawmill factory and a new vehicle pack. Interesting. God, that game has so much fucking content, honestly. And we got butter in our coffee this morning. We got a ton of butter in our coffee this morning. Did I fuck up? Oh, God. It's delicious, though. Delicioso. Isn't that right? Deezer, do you speak Spanish? Bruh. Do you like live streaming? I do, honestly, bro. Like, it's chill as fuck. I do. It helps me, like, not get burnt out, honestly. And then, like, my chat is super fucking positive, bro. Like, people in the chat are, like, so fucking positive. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, honestly, a lot of people in my chat are just, like, mad fucking positive, and it's dope as fuck. Makes me want to be more like chat. The people in the chat. Chat! Just had lunch, got a meeting in 40. We chilling in Crocky stream until then. Hell yeah, bro. You speak Spanish a little, Deezer? You said something about a halo on the pets. Yeah, halo on the pets. The pets ain't that innocent. Oh, I get it now. Okay. I didn't put 2 and 2 together, bro. That's wild. Let me, should I do some work, bro? Fuck, dude. Like, I was so amped to do work, and now I'm not. Like, I just lost all motivation. But we're gonna force it out anyway. I forgot where I was. I need a playtest because I forgot where I was on the pets. Hold on a second. Oh, chat is popped out. Hold on. You probably should. Yeah, I think so too. That's good to hear. Hope you gonna continue streaming. Always enjoy watching you. Thanks, Clover. Thanks, bro. See what I'm talking about, bro? People in the chat in these streams are so positive, bro. Like, I really fuck with y'all. Y'all be helping me out. Let me see, bro. I don't even know where I was on. Playtesting. Forgot where I was, dude. Oh yeah, stop focus button. A stop focus button if they're focusing already. And then to shut off the selected UI. That's where I was. I just remembered. Oh yeah. And then yeah. Yo, the explosion thing works. Yeah, bro. Does it look good, Deezer? I like it. I like it, bro. I think it looks lit as hell. I personally like it a lot. Stop focusing what? It's the worship. I used to call it, I was calling it focus. But then I was like, why am I calling it focus when my idea has always been to worship? And so I renamed it to worship. But I still say focus though, because that's like what I was calling it while building out while like thinking about how it would work. So yeah. But I like the worship. And I like the explosion effects, bro. Yeah, you really like it? Hell yeah, bro. The way I'm doing it is like actually clean as fuck, bro. I'm gonna make a video on that today during stream, bro. We're gonna make a video on that during stream in case anybody's fucking wanting to know about how to do like GIFs and stuff. I thought it was cool. I don't know. That was just me though. Yeah, those two GIF modules. I don't know what I didn't even look through them until I tried to use them. Like, holy shit, they were so terrible. Yeah, super bad. But yeah, I need to write a note, dude. I need to write a note. All right. What are we writing, bro? Okay, so where were we? Stop worship button. Okay. Oh fuck. I didn't mean to send that. Oh, I can't remove the whole thing. All right, whatever. Stop worship button. Below shadow under pet during worship. What else, bro? What else am I forgetting, bro? What else am I forgetting, bro? Stop worship button. Glow shadow under pet during worship. I just thought of the last thing that I was about to do, bro, and now I don't remember at all. What the fuck? Yeah, finish the game. Facts. Dude, I'm actually like, do I need to playtest again to remind myself what the fuck I was gonna do? What the hell? Actually terrible. I'm such a bot. Alright, let's get it. Dude, I can't think of it for the life of me right now. I don't know what. Oh, I do know something else that I just thought of. So worship booster UI. Isn't that smart? Is that smart? Putting like a worship booster amount text label. Worship booster amount. Is that a good idea? So that players know how much boost they have on a plant. Especially if I'm adding in like game passes and stuff that can amplify the boost. Yeah, I think so too. Alright, and then I just remembered, run explosion on player join. Because the explosion UI just doesn't want to run the first time, and I'm even using preload. I'm even using preload with the content provider, and it still doesn't. That doesn't do anything. So I don't know why. I don't know what that's for, but it's not for making that happen. So whatever. I really am truly forgetting what to do. Oh yeah. Turn off selected UI when worship. There. Like, just turn it off. Like, turn off when activate worship. Okay, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Because it doesn't get, like, how it works is I'll do a worship, and then it'll go back to here. I want that to be off after the worship is done. I don't want the player to have to exit out. So I think that's what I was forgetting to do. And then another thing I'm just gonna do real quick is make the particles transparent. Or not transparent, but can collide off. There we go. Awesome. It's the same with animations. Preloading is weird, isn't it? Like, I don't know. That's why I'm just gonna run the explosion without the sound as soon as the player joins. That way, because there's gonna be a loading screen eventually anyway, so even if it does like flicker a little bit at the end, they're not gonna see it. So yeah, that way it just does. It's, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little hacky fix, I guess. I don't know how else to fix it though. I was using content provider, but it just doesn't work. Like, this is what I have in right now. And then I even used content provider twice. I used content provider in the use state hook, or not use state, but use effect hook, and that just wasn't working either. So it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? But this right here, like, it just doesn't, it's just not working. So I don't know. Very, very weird. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe ChatGPT knows. Maybe we can ask ChatGPT. Maybe ChatGPT has a solution that I haven't thought of and don't want to look up because I just don't care enough. I gotta pin this, so I'm gonna pin that message because it's my to-do list. To properly preload, use this method. That's what we're doing, no? I don't get it. I think it's wrong, honestly. I think it's wrong, bro. Oh, you gotta preload them in image labels, bro? But why is it... But this, it's saying... Is it contradicting itself? I'm so confused, bro. It's optional? Well, the thing is, Malachi, is this doesn't work. I've tried this. I've already done this, and this doesn't work. So... This is... Yeah, I'm doing this already, so... Let's try... Let's try something weird. Let's try something weird, bro. I'm just gonna try this weird shit real quick, and if it works, it works. I've preloaded animations before, but the first time it runs, they still have to load, which makes no sense. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I just don't get it. So that's why I'm like, what do you do to fix that? My thinking is just preloading it as the loading screen is going on. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Call it a day. Image instance. Dot image equals image ID. Okay. Should I do dot parent? Should I do dot parent or what? Image instance. Should I parent it? Let's just try that, see if that works. I mean, I don't know if it has to be in the workspace to actually load. So let's just see if that Maybe that'll work. I don't fucking know. Another funny thing you could do is have a static image label that's off screen. Like, that's I had that idea too, but my question on that was, is it being off screen still gonna load? Or is it being off screen gonna cause it to not load still? But that's what I was planning on doing. I was just gonna leave it in the middle of the screen, bro. Like, fuck it. I don't even care. So what we just didn't work. Alright, so I'm gonna just delete all that. Okay. I don't know what the fuck this preload shit is for, bro, honestly. I mean, this is just kind of stupid. Should we look at the docs and roast the docs? It should. Okay. Yeah, so let's do that. I need to see, like, where I'm calling it. Right here, right here. Okay. That's it right there. Alright. Let's do it on, like, knit start, I guess. I don't know. I want to make sure, or we could just do it right here at the top, bro. No, I want to actually, no, that's not going to work. I want to do it on knit start. Yeah, that's where I want to do it. Holy balls, fuck. My fucking enid is long as shit. My enid is 1,000 lines by itself, bro. What's the key for? I'm just gonna do 1 vector dot 0. Let's just do that. Let's see if that works. Knit enid 1,000 lines. What the fuck? Hold on. What are you using GIFs for? The explosion, Mafner. The explosion is a GIF. I thought you saw that in the server. This explosion, when we run this, is a GIF. I think if it's a scrolling frame, it still needs to load images as you scroll, but I doubt that behavior carries to if you have it a screen GUI. So it works now. It works now. Doing that worked. Good shit, bro. Let's go roast the content provider docs. I want to read those real quick, just so I know, like, we know exactly what it's supposed to be doing, and it's just not doing it. You can make that with particle emitters? Nope. My god, Mafner, weren't you in... Didn't you say that? Were you not a part of that whole fucking conversation in the Discord, dude? Mafner has amnesia, you guys. Mafner has amnesia. Where was it? Where was it? I forgot. Which channel was it? It was Creations. It was Creations. Mafner has amnesia. Maybe I have amnesia. Maybe it wasn't Mafter. Maybe I'm a fucking retard. Hold on. Okay, right here, right? Is this the explosion? Yeah, this is the explosion. Oh, okay. It wasn't Mafner, it was Tate. My bad, Mafner. My bad, Mafner. It wouldn't be green space. Hold on a second. What'd you say? Wait, you can, unless it's on the green, unless it's on the screen, I guess. Yeah, this is the screen GUI. And like the thing is, bro, is I honestly don't care about flipbook, bro. Also, there's a better way to make GIFs, but you lose a bit of quality. Yeah, I personally don't care, bro. I think this works beautifully. Like, that's the thing, bro. Like, are we being, you know, like, when it comes to, at a certain point, what are we being anal for? You know what I mean? Like, at a certain point in development, does those very trivial differences matter much? I don't know. That's just something I think about. I personally don't care. I personally don't think it matters much. Like, that looks fire to me, so I think that's fine. I don't think that's ever gonna, like, I don't, if I were to change it to flipbook, which would take me more time, yeah, I don't think it's gonna matter. Genuinely. But flipbooks are easier to develop and putting your trust in Roblox rather than your code. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Malachi. Because that's always gonna work. Like, that's never not gonna work, so I don't know what you mean by that. You can use image rect offset and image labels, and with that you only need to use one image. I honestly have no idea what you're saying right now. Image rect offset. Yeah, I don't even know what you're saying right now. Oh, like, oh, I see what you're saying. So that's that would be for a sprite sheet, no? Is that what you're saying, Mafner? For a sprite sheet? Guys, it's in already though. Like, let's just relax, all right? It's already in already. You guys are causing me anxiety. No, I'm just kidding. You're not. But still, it's like, damn, it's already in. An explosion would be a sprite sheet. An explosion would be a sprite sheet. Yeah. So, I tried doing that with a util that somebody made, and it just wasn't working at all. It was completely broken. So I moved on to, that's when I tried using GIFlib, but GIFlib was also completely broken. And then I went through the code of both, and they were just awful. So I just made my own little utility. That's what's in code right now. The GIF utility that I just put up. Just a tiny fucking shit to run that shit. But I mean, I like it, bro. So like, I'm just like, I don't want to spend more time on it. There's really no need. What the fuck? These cats are going crazy, bro. But like, for me, bro, also, why the hell do you have 1,000 lines in one function? Because that's just how it is, bro. Most of it is roact. I don't know why I just lost train of thought. So most of it's roact, okay? But here's the thing, right? 1,000 lines isn't a bad thing. Just because you have 1,000 lines, and even if you have 1,000 lines in a single function, that's not inherently a bad thing, okay? The amount of lines really does not matter, truly. And this is more known in like the web dev and software space. In Roblox, people just have it's common for Roblox devs to, oh fuck, that is fucked up. What is that? It's on the screen still. Oh, that's the beginning. That's the beginning, bro. That's this one, I think. Yeah, that's this one. Okay. Hold on. I would say there's limits. I disagree, bro. You could have 10,000 lines of code, and that's not gonna, like, that shouldn't hinder the work experience just because there's that many lines of code. Yeah, I think, Malachi, I think it's just one of these things we're gonna have to disagree on, bro. Because, I personally understand that it just doesn't matter, like, whatsoever. Like, it's how the code is set up. Like, it's just, if you're using good code practices and good organization skills and clean code setup, and you have a certain standard that you're adhering to, then I don't think my hatchings are actually strings, so I should just put like a, I don't know why I spelled it like that. That was kind of stupid. But whatever. Why am I doing that? Oh, self-dot update. Alright. Hinder the work experience though. X is broken. Okay, let me find it. But that's what I'm saying, bro. And that I think that that's a if you're needing to like find something in your code, then there's something wrong in that within it. Like, yeah, if you have say 1,000 lines to 10,000 lines, if you can't go through it efficiently, then that's just you, I guess. You know what I mean? You got 1,000 lines, bro. I could have 10,000 lines. It's not gonna cause me to be less efficient. I'm telling you right now. It's not gonna cause me to be less efficient because I have 1,000 or to 10,000 lines. That doesn't matter, bro. Like, dead ass. There's a rule where if a function fits on one piece of paper, then it's fine because you can see. I just think these are anal things, bro. I think these are anal things, and I truly think that if you go over to other spaces coding, it's much more common to have more lines than not. I mean, it depends on what you're doing, but yeah. Like, yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with having a crazy amount of lines of code. If you're somebody that wants to keep it, you know, small, then go for it. But yeah. I don't think it's normal, Malachi, but like, obviously that's not normal. That's just for, that's one, because I'm using knit, okay? And I'm running all my shit in knit init, right? Knit init. I'm running everything to set up on knit init, okay? So when I actually, if let's say I go away from using knit, Malachi, if you really want to get technical, okay? I'm probably not going to have 1,000 fucking line functions. Probably not. Unless I have an obscene amount of React code that's going to be in the same file, and there's no need to like change it. Like, yeah, but most of this is React code. Like, look at this right here. That's React. All right, so all the way from that's React, that's React, that's React, that's React, that's React, bro. Like, all the way from here, all the way from line 140 all the way down to almost 600 is React. So like, you know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? When are you making a game? Do you go in an order of processes or just work on what you want to work on next? When I'm in a solo project, so the first thing I always do, no matter what, I could be working for, and especially I do this more anally when I'm working for a company, but even for myself, what I always do is I always plan out the core mechanics first. I always actually write a list, and I write it in story format, okay? So story format is something like, let me just write a random comment. So story format is this right here. As a player, and you can highlight player, I can equip a paintbrush, okay? And then as a you could even do, it's really depends on how you like to do it. Sometimes I'll go by object of what the object can do. So as a paintbrush, and I would highlight paintbrush, I can paint I can paint on walls when activated. So this is something I do for every single project, is writing in stories. Is this a cry for help, Crocky? What are you guys talking? Are you guys like, you guys are rage baiting me? You guys are rage baiting me? Yeah. Bro. That's why I don't use React. It's a hassle to work with. It's not, though. That's the thing, bro. And I think that's... Okay. All right. Here's the thing, all right? I think that people's brains operate differently. I think that genuinely some things that one person does not fit what everyone should do. because I think that that one person and the way that they think and the way their brain operates, what they're doing is efficient for them. If somebody else were to do it, it may be less efficient. That's why we have dozens of ways of organizing things. That's why we have dozens of different types of frameworks to use and all this other stuff, right? That's why we have all these libraries and all this stuff. And that's why we have all these different types of workflow. We have all this different type of organization. We have all these, you know what I'm saying? So I genuinely believe it's not ever one glove fits all. That being said, there are, generally speaking, good practices and bad practices, things you should never do, things you should always do. So it's like, keep that in mind, right? That's how I kind of think about it, all right? Some ways are just better than others. Not when we're talking about 1,000 lines of code and making it less lines of code. Because genuinely, first of all, I could write notes, right? I could write notes on here to say where certain things are. Anytime I need to know where something is, I can literally just use the fucking search up of where it is. So there's that also. But for me, it's never a problem to surf through all this code, bro. It's never a problem to surf through all this code. It really isn't. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? It wouldn't matter if I broke it up. And honestly, it might even be less efficient if I broke it up. Because, for example, these local functions are inside my React component. If I were to move them, I'd have to look elsewhere outside of this React component for them. It's very efficient to have these just inside of my React component. My React component is completely all in one spot. And you just saw the React component's like over 500 lines or whatever. Maybe less than 500. It was like over 400, but whatever. Still very new and a problem I'm coming across into heaps. Wait, hold on. Prioritizing releasing the game better, not gonna lie, yeah. Prioritizing releasing the game better, not gonna lie. Are you saying like for what we're talking about right now? I use normal GUI objects, but then I got good. Got you. Yeah, we just operate on different frequencies. Different frequencies is crazy, Mafner. Like, actually, genuinely crazy. Jesus Christ. But that, you might actually be right, though. Maybe that is a frequency thing, like how our brains operate. She might be 100% right about that. I don't fucking know. I don't know the ins and outs of that shit. I'm still very new. Add new mechanic into my game. I have to go back and change heaps of my scripts. Is this normal? That's not normal. That's bad. Yeah, that's not normal. And that's a very common thing for beginners. That's a very common thing for beginners. I used to have a bad habit of that as well, where you know, you're making something and it revolves around other things, and it's poorly set up because you are a beginner. So then you end up having to change all the scripts that revolve around that one mechanic. So yeah, but that isn't that is not a good thing. You know what I mean? That's inefficient. But I think every beginner goes through that. Like, I don't know a single person that probably like didn't go through that as a programmer. It's just one of the phases. And it usually is because you're trying to do more of what you can do. If that makes sense, I think. I don't know. It shouldn't be less lines of code. It should be organized better. Malachi, what are you talking about? What is Malachi talking about, chat? What is Malachi talking about? I'm so confused, honestly, Malachi. You just said earlier that less lines is better. Now you're saying be organized better. I'm so confused, bro. I don't even know. I'm lost in the chat, bro. Bro, sometimes I just can't even like keep up with these chats, bro. Yeah, sometimes you're so deep into making a game and it's not worth worrying about some stuff. I feel that. And the way things are structured doesn't cause any hindrance. Exactly, bro. It's the organization of it and the clean and the, like I was saying, it's the organization of the 1,000 lines. It's the organization of it. It's the are you using good practices? Is it efficient to manage that 1,000 lines? If it's not, that's when we talk about breaking it up. That's when we talk about separation. That's when we, you know what I'm saying? But if it is, then there's no problem. You should, that's what I'm saying, is like you shouldn't separate just because of the amount of lines. If you see amount of lines at a certain number, that shouldn't be right then and there a reason to change the 1,000 lines to less lines. I try to perfect everything, like even do micro versions. What's VM micro versions mean? What's VM mean? What do you mean, Nito? It does depend on your goals, though. If you want to be a better programmer, then you should think about these types of things. Okay, Malachi, it's not gonna be... Bro, that is such a crazy take, honestly. Wait, I just lost the chat. It does depend, though, if you want to be a better programmer. So, like, me turning this 1,000 lines into less lines isn't inherently going to make me a better... I'm not going to be a better programmer because of that, bro. That's not what it is. And that's kind of my point, is lines of code shouldn't matter. That's just the lines being the lines themselves should not ever matter. That's what I'm saying. Or are you responding to test? Are you not even responding to me? I'm so confused, bro. There's a lot to read. Using VS Code is better? Yeah, using VS Code is a lot better. If you don't know how to use package managers and stuff. Coolio, you should think about every possible way that a function could be used. If it lots of lines of code becomes annoying to deal with, you'll probably end up fixing it. Exactly, Tess. I agree with that. Yeah, if the lines of code, if your code, let's not even talk about the lines of code. If the code itself is hard to manage and is inefficient to go through and work on, that's when changes need to be made, okay? This is, as it is not for me at all. But in the same way, I will say it's normal in terms of design. It's not great for specific code, but having to redesign parts of your game. But yeah, Malachi, I just remembered. I don't even think I finished my point. I am going to be moving away from knit. You already know this, right? So because I'm going to be moving away from knit, I'm most likely not going to have ever these crazy big, these crazy big functions like I do right now. Because things are going to be organized a bit differently. You know what I'm saying? Things are going to be broken up more and yeah. Holy crap, dude. I freaking am so lost in this chat. Well, organize the motherfucker. It is organized! It is completely organized! Math nerd! Can you show how your game is looking at the moment? I've missed a couple days. All right, I will in a second. I make everything into components, like caching, globals, or multiplication over division. And I just overcomplicate things. Make everything into components. I like caching, globals, or multiplication over division. I just overcomplicate everything. Wait, what are you talking about, Nito? These things mostly only will matter if you work in like big studio. Bro, I've worked for 3 studios and not once has lines of code been ever brought up. Not a single time. That's what I'm saying, bro. I think it's really just a thing that's in the Roblox space. I'm not gonna lie, because I've also, branched out into web dev and software and got involved in those communities online as well, and nobody ever talks about that stuff. And there's scripts that have thousands and thousands of lines, bro. And it's not like it's an uncommon thing. So I genuinely just I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe you'll be able to find something in your code, but another person might find it difficult. Well, and that's the thing, right? Is there's standards in teams usually that you work on. Say we are working for a big company. Now, I've worked for 3, 2 of them were dog shit. One of them was only very organized. But the one that was very organized, there were standards that we had to keep to. There were certain things that we had to do. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we had this, like, in documentation, we had these standards, like, listed out, right? And so we just followed those, but it was never like a situation where people had a difficult time going over other people's stuff because we just followed the standard. If you're, and that's the thing, the organization standard, if you're following these guidelines, if everybody's following these guidelines and nobody's going off on their own, doing their own shit, then the lines is never going to really matter at the end of the day. Mate, I'm not saying you're going to be better programmer by making that change. I'm saying thinking about it and understanding why one is better over the other makes you a better programmer. But I think I've explained myself I think I've explained myself enough. So I don't know, Malachi. We're just going to have to disagree, bro. Like, dead ass. I think you have some takes that you're, like, hard stuck in, bro. Like, honestly. But, yeah, I think we're just gonna have to disagree on this one, bro. For real. Like, the way you showed me that you organize your stuff, I do like, and I am gonna, like, move toward that. And I'm gonna do a lot of things similar. But, yeah. I'm not rage baiting you, bro. You're just, like, stuck in your you have a certain way that you do things. And you have, I think you have certain programmer morals, bro. You have certain programmer morals. And that you just are stuck in. And this is one of those things where you can't understand why the 1,000 lines or 10,000 lines will not matter at the end of the day. And I think I've explained it pretty good, bro. Dude, I think I've explained it pretty good. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you, bro. If we're still not on the same page, or you at least don't understand where I'm coming from, I don't know. Bro, I don't know how you can't understand where I'm coming from. I don't know, bro. We should just agree to disagree. This shit is funny as fuck, though. I think you have the wrong idea about this 10,000 line situation, bro. I think you have the wrong idea about this 10,000 line situation. If I need to get something into my code, I'm not gonna read all of this to get to it. I know where it is. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying earlier, if we were to be like if we were to be more set up, I could write notes telling me exactly where things are, and I could just look up those notes and stuff. And then I could also have a directory at the top and all this other stuff, right? So it's just like, the teacher asks for my book report, and I'm gonna shove. But that's a terrible 10K lines in a ChatGPT. Wait, what? I'm so confused on what you mean by that. I don't even know what we're talking about now, Malachi, to be honest. Dude, you guys are rage baiting me at this point. I've explained myself, like, so I think I've explained everything I need to. I don't understand what is going on in chat right now, bro. And I think I've missed chats. I don't even know. I'm trying to keep up. Why are y'all trying to so hard to rage bait? Crocodile, thank you, Deezer. Deezer's my god. Deezer knows. Y'all actually out here trying to make me. Y'all actually out here trying to make me go crazy. Y'all actually out here trying to make me go crazy. That's crazy. But if someone whom that wasn't the author tries to find a bug in that, like I said, bro, if you can't, I think you're so used to operating in a way that isn't structured, Malachi, that you can't understand what I'm talking about. I don't know, bro. I don't know how you don't understand what I'm talking about. And I'm very bad at explaining myself sometimes, so that could be it. But I don't know what to tell you, bro, because I think when you're saying, bro just called me not structured, yeah, bro, because look, you told me the other day that you were speaking of a situation. This isn't anything bad, but you were speaking of a situation that you were on your team. Another programmer was doing something that wasn't how you do things, and it completely fucked up your workflow, right? On a structured, organized team, That doesn't happen because everybody does things to a certain standard. There's no room for that. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't, lines don't matter at that point, because you don't ever have to think of, is this person not going to understand what I'm doing, right? That doesn't ever happen. So yeah, that's what I think, bro. I mean, that's how I think shit is. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, now you've explained good, Croc. I understand both sides, low key. Just agree to disagree. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I get where they're coming from. You know what I mean? But I think it's to an extreme. I think it's to an extreme. Also, like, when you come back after a couple months to something, you might not remember where stuff is exactly. That, bro, like I said, if you're using good practices, I could come back to this a month later and it will be fine. You know what I'm saying? I could come back to this a year later and it will be fine. If you're using, because I'm using good enough practices, I'm organizing things enough to the point where I can navigate through it. And that's what I'm saying. 1K lines isn't really only bad if it's super hard to navigate, even for the person who wrote it. Is really only bad. Exactly, Tess. I agree with that. I agree with what Tess said right there, bro. Lines don't matter. It's how those lines are set up. I think we spent way too much time on. Let's just agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? Master Malachi calling me crazy. Sometimes I will find scripts where more than half is just documentation comments. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, I think people wall out with comments sometimes. How do you think this one game will take you to make? And in the end, do you think you will publish it? Yeah, I'm going to publish this game. Oh, did you want to see how it looked, Coolio? Yeah, I'm going to publish this game, bro. Sorry, we got sidetracked. Chat was rage baiting me. Shit, dude. That's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. Alright, hold on. Alright, so this is the game so far. Now, the pets is almost done. And we got our comment up here. How do I see this? Alright, I need to start working on this. And we got sidetracked for, like, how long, bro? Like 30 fucking minutes? Holy shit. I don't know how long this will take me. Maybe, like, a week to 2 weeks. The rest of the time. Alright. Inventory UI looks nice as fuck. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. I spent a lot of time on the UI on this game, to be honest. I do in all my projects, though. I don't know. I just like want clean UI. I want clean UI. If I'm not satisfied with the UI, I'll keep changing it until I am. Hey, that's actually working. Yo, Malachi, that's actually working now, bro. Look at that. Like, that's a fair boost, right? Because, like, when the time's going to be a lot longer, it's not going to be so quick, so it'll be fine. It'll balance itself out. I like that a lot, bro. And I really like the sound. Dude, I think this is lit, okay? Because I think this is lit because, like, I think this is really gonna be good. Nobody else is, like, using their pets like this. I think this is a good idea. I don't know, bro. I think this is a good idea. I think it looks pretty cool and everything, too. Oh, what? The boost is fucked up. 100% is not accurate. Oh, that's because I need to change. We ended up changing the boost, did we not? Yeah, we did. We ended up changing the boost, so I need to change that. Oh, fuck. I forgot what... Is it this one? Is it this one? Min? I think it is this one. Normalized number. Alright, it is this one. But what are we? I forgot what to do here. Yo, this is coming together. W, thanks, Serene. We need more control over lighting engine, though. What do you mean? I can prob port OOT to Roblox minus the lighting? What do you mean, bro? The top buttons need some detail, in your opinion. What kind of details? What kind of details, Wiki? Flipbook Particles was such a good addition. This isn't Flipbook. This isn't Flipbook. This is a screen GUI. This is a screen GUI. I don't know how to use, I don't even know how to set up Flipbook. I tried. That shit was taking me too long. I didn't know how to make it clean. So what I did was GUI. Yeah. Yeah. What I did was I'm just gonna keep the GIF on the screen, bro. I think it looks fine. I think it looks good. Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be fine, bro. I think it'll be fine. But right now I need to figure out what I did. I should have written a note for this, bro. I'm not even passing in the value, am I? Like this shouldn't even actually be working, to be honest. Like I'm genuinely confused. But what's my string though? What's my string? Booster text, format booster, as percent. All right, so I need to do that, I think. And then, yeah, and then I need to change this to maybe we'll do like 2%, like, or 20% maxed pet. I think that works. I think I just did that right. One of the nice garden games I've seen for real. Last question, then I'm gonna sleep. Sounds good, Coolio. When you stop testing, do you have to go through and add all your prices manually in your script? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by add all my prices? Ocarina of Time is the first 3D Zelda game. I wish we could do like cell shading and engine. Interesting. Something I am gonna have to do is I think I gotta get the dot product or something, but I'm gonna have to make it. Look at this. If I were to do that, oh dude, it still doesn't work. It still doesn't work the first time. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I'm so confused. I don't know what I can do to fucking save that shit, bro. That shit is kind of annoying. Oh fuck, I'm on the wrong script. Yeah, I don't know what I can do for this, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care right now. Fuck it. What was I just lost train of fucking thought. Not gonna lie, I think Malachi was mad because he was a neat breed. You think he was mad? I don't think he was mad. Um, what are you trying to do, by the way? Honestly, I just lost train of thought. Like right now, you just spawn and buy your eggs and fruits. Yeah, so what do you mean? No, I don't have to add everything up if you're talking about that, but you won't do that when the game is finished. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, Coolio, but I don't like yeah, I just test. I don't have to do anything about my prices or anything. Like I'm gonna change these to make the game more balanced. You know what I mean? But as far as that. Oh, yeah, okay, so the percent is working now. I was testing the percent to see if that percent was working and it is. Okay. Not gonna lie. I think sell and buy being orange and yellow doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think I should make? I think the buy button's fine. I think I want to keep it there, but what do you think I should make the sell button? What do you think I should make the sell button? Or maybe I should have the sell button be yellow. What do you think I should make the buy button? Be green or something? I don't know. I'm fine with the colors as of right now, but or maybe I should just make it blue. I should make sell yellow and then just use my blue for the buy. What do you think about that? Green? I don't think I want to use green though. I was thinking green, but I just don't know. It doesn't sound, it doesn't seem right. Maybe I should though, because it's plants. We're growing shit. Maybe I should. That makes sense, right? I'm not the best at UX design. Green is always safe, Abel? You think so? You're gonna have a lot more green in this game than you think probably. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't want that's why I don't want the UI to be green. I want it to stand out. I don't know. When I think about it being green, it just doesn't make any sense. Green only doesn't work if you're going for a super dark UI design. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna make it blue or something. I'll make sell yellow. I think that makes sense. Yeah, because it's like you're getting currency. So I'll make sell yellow. And then buy, I'll just make blue for now. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Buy blue, sell yellow. Yeah, I think so, Kane. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think so, bro. I'm just looking for my colors. Why not red? Cell, most obvious cell color in my opinion. I don't think red is a good cell color, Austin, to be honest. I think this is fine for now, bro, honestly. Yeah, I don't think red. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that makes sense. Red gives off like might not want to do this. Exactly. Like that's gonna not, yeah, I don't think that's a good cell color. If anything, it would be yellow or green for cell. Or green for buy though. You could have green for buy too. That's the thing. But these are, but here's the thing. These are just teleport. Like these are in-game buys and sells, right? So I think these are fine. Just these being these colors, I think these are fine. These colors are important. These ones right here are much more important because this is where players are going to actually spend money. So this one's light green, this one's pink. You know, these two right here I think are good colors for this. And then this one's in game, so we have the yellow here. But these buttons are just to teleport to the end game stuff, and I think that these are fine. These aren't gonna matter so much. I feel like cell should be orange. It was just orange. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep it yellow for now. It's really, I don't even think it matters that much. I don't even think it matters that much, bro. To be honest. To be honest. Oh my god, dude. I'm actually tired as hell. Holy shit. Actually tired as hell. Match the yellow on the cell and the money's yellow? You think so? What do we think is a better yellow? What do we think is a better yellow then? I mean, I don't know. I don't think it matters too much. I like the gold yellow, but only on the black. I only like the gold yellow on the black. So I think I am gonna use this yellow. Because I like this yellow better, just the way it is. The bottom left money has good yellow. Just copy it, I think. I don't know. It's too dark. It's too dark to me. I don't want it to be gold. I don't really like it being gold. It doesn't fit the vibe I'm trying to create, I think. I can't remember where my currency is. Oh, it's in merchant. I think it's in merchant. I like that yellow better. I just kind of do. I don't know. Print hello world. What is the magic stuff are you using for scripting? What are you talking about? The yellow looks really good on the buy menu. That's what I'm saying. I like it a lot. It fits the vibe. It fits the vibe. What is what in the yellow? I swear you were just using a program. Yeah, VS Code. Yeah, VS Code. VS Code connected with Rojo. Yeah. I want to change my pickup sound, bro. All right, let's look for a pickup sound. What should I put in the search for a pickup sound? What should I put in the search for a pickup sound? Because I want a better pickup sound, and I also got to make it to where if I pick up so much, it starts back at 1. But that's easy, like 2 seconds of work. But yeah, what should I do for the pickup sound, bro? Make something similar to GAG. What are you talking about, Deezer? Plant pickup? Should I do that? Some type of pop? I think a pop would do good too. I'm just gonna grab that skateboard sound because I love skateboarding. Try pop. A pluck sound, soft, whimsical pop. Wait, what? You want me to search up soft, whimsical pop? Or maybe like a leaf sound ruffling in the wind. I don't know. I want it to be like a clear one sound. Leaf ruffling in the wind sounds like it'd be weird. Like it'd be too too ongoing. Like, it might sound good, but it just is not for the pickup. Why is that so satisfying? I might use that. Which one's better? I think this one's better. No? The first one? This one? Yeah, maybe you're right. I'm gonna get this one though, but if I do use one of those, I'm gonna, oh, I already have it. If I do use one of those, I'm gonna use this one. Is this one good? You've been up all night? Holy crap, bro. Dirt or harvest sound. Interesting. Yeah, baby rap is the sound? Sure, bro. Ponding dirt? What are you talking about, Deezer? I don't know. I like that sound, but I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to have it. Pounding dirt? I mean, I think we're going to use one of these pop sounds, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really think this fits what I want to do. Yeah, no, this isn't it. Make my own? Nah. Oh, what the hell? Video recording if you shouting or something? Bro, what? Oh my god. That is crazy. Holy shit. Really good microphone. I think this is a really good microphone I have. What the? Dude's just ripping ass and recording it into the mic and uploading it on a Roblox. That's crazy. It's another shit, bro. Alright. I'm just gonna use that pop. I'm just gonna use that pop sound, dude. This is crazy. Shit is wild. So many fart sounds. What do you mean? They were straight up ripping ass, taking shits, bro. Like, holy fuck. Yeah, and farts. And farts. That was just Jesus Christ, dude. I can't remember what my sound is. Oh, is it just pickup? It is. See, this is the dirt Deezer. This is the dirt sound I was already using, and I don't like it. I don't like it being a dirt sound. Wait, where's our pop at? Should we just use this one? This is the first one we were gonna use anyway. Fuck it. But I was like, where's our second one? I wanted to see. Play Condition 1. It's a puzzle game. That's really satisfying. I like that a lot. Like the higher pitch pop, yeah. It sounds really good to me. Yeah, that's so satisfying. Bro, I feel like the sounds in this game are fucking meta, bro. Like, we have a lot of good sounds in our game. Holy shit. Alright, bet. I gotta get... Dude, I haven't even done anything on the task. Haven't done shit on this task, bro. Well, I guess the first thing I can knock off is this last one. That's easy. Turn off selected UI when activate worship. Well, that was easy. Stop worship button. Below shadow under pet. Is that just gonna be a UI? I don't know. I don't really want to do that right now. Should I just put the glow stuff above the pet's head as well as the tree, or keep it just on the tree only and then do just a glow shadow under the pet? I really don't know. It's really not that. I feel like it's not that deep, but yeah, I don't know. Worship booster mount. Stop worship. Let's do the stop worship. All right. I don't even need to do this. Here's what I'm gonna do. Yo, is it working now? What up, meme? All right, where was I? Pets. Let me see what I forgot what that was. Let me see what that is real quick. Pets per grow model. Pittsburgh Grow model is... What is this, bro? All these noties on the thing. Your webcam is frozen. Is it? Is it? There we go. We're back in action. Alright, what was I doing, bruh? Oh yeah, I need to see... I'm putting in the pet keys. So here's what I have to do. Here's what I have to do here. This is kind of like... This is like, eh. This is kind of where it gets a little messy, but I just don't care. Like this, I would consider kind of messy at this point, what I'm doing now. And then, yeah, it just kind of is like, eh. Like, should I really? Okay, so interaction UI. Worship text. Worship color. Let's snag that orange from earlier. That orange was actually kind of fire. So what I'm going to do here is... Alright. We got this orange now. Worship text, worship color. Let's make those variables at the top. Alright. Let's snag our yellow. Okay. Alright, so now what we have to do is this right here. For row model key, which we're not using, pet keys in self dot pets per grow model key do. If table dot find if table dot find pet keys key, then right here, that's what we're gonna do. And then what we can do here is in our on focus button activated, we can have oops, what did I just do? All right. Is it still? All right, it's not. All right, so what I can do here is Okay. Oh, I still have the key here. Okay, okay, okay. Alright. I'll just do pet key, bro. Fuck it. It's just more clear. I don't need to put unique. Alright, so now... So, if pet keys... I'm gonna add a break there too. Alright. Pet service. Stop focus. Pet key. All right. Okay. And we're in action. I think now I need to... Oh shit, it's like fucked up. Alright, now I need to check this. I think I don't have a client method for that. Or do I? Yeah, I do actually. Okay, that works. So now... I could just return here, and then I could just run this. This is just very unnecessary to put it like here. It would save on an indent, but I don't know. I don't really care. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. It would save like all these unnecessary. This is like just unnecessary. Instead of breaking it, I'll just return it. There we go. Okay. So then... Alright. Stop. Worship. Might just have stop. Might just have stop on there. I don't think I need to put worship. I think it'll be pretty fucking obvious if they're already worshiping. That's where the worship button is. I don't think I need to put that there. What am I doing here? I could add this. This might be easier this way. Pet selected. Okay. Fuck. I should put it. I should really put all this in there. These two parts. I should combine these two parts. Yeah, I think this is all I need to do. Hold on. I'm just gonna delete that. Put that there. Okay. Put this here. Oh wait. Oh, I could just, yeah. All right. And get rid of that. There. I think that's right. Yeah, it should work. All right. I think we're in action right now. I just need to look at the see what the focus label is. Pickup label. I'm just gonna call it focus label because it's already called focus all out through here. So I'll just and in my code. So I'm just gonna keep it consistent like it is. All right. So focus. Focus label text equals worship text. I mean, I know what it is. It'll be fine. And then what else? The color too, right? Or no, the background color. Fuck. So we have focus, color, frame. Do I already have that though? I don't think so. Focus, color, frame. Background. Color 3 equals worship color. I think that's right. Focus color frame. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's right. Alright. Now I need to do it for the pet info as well. See, that's already named correctly. That's why I was like, why is that pickup? Because I know I renamed one of them. And then I'll just do this and copy it in here. Boom. Alright, let's see if this works. Alright, hopefully this works first try. Alright. Such a weird bug, bro. Like, Roblox is so weird like that. Oh no, we don't even have... Oh wait, is this why? Hold on. Let's test it out anyway. There we go, look at that. Fire! So everything works except for this. That's so funny. Except for the weird ass text. That's so hilarious. Alright, where's our text at? Our default text is blank. Fire, dude. So that's that. Fuck. Alright, what last are we doing, bruh? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do a glow shadow. I don't think I'm gonna do a glow shadow over the... under the... I don't know, dude. It just would look cluttered. I want something more clean. Somebody said a highlight. Somebody said I should do a highlight. So I might actually do a highlight. I don't know. Alright. Oh, shit, dude. Fucking shit. Dude, I'm gonna try to lift this weight, dude. This is like a lot heavier. It's like a lot heavier, but we'll try to like lift it up and see how I do. See how I do with it. Oh, fuck, the pickup is so crazy. Alright. Alright. 2, 3, 4. Alright. Alright. That's maybe I should do a rest day, dude. A rest day for that shit. It's always good to get it in there, though. right. Chat, I'm gonna take a break. I didn't even like really want to hop on here early morning, but I just wanted to get some work done. I knew I could, and I'm glad I did. But I will see you guys. I will see you guys later. I'll stream probably in like maybe an hour. What up? What up, RZ? I was just about to get off. I'm gonna take a break. I got a lot of work done in like the hour and 40 that we've been on. But yeah, I just need to like chill out. And then we'll be back on in like maybe an hour or two. Yeah, like an hour or two. I also got to make some calls and stuff. I got to get other work done I need to do. Yeah, no worries. I'll see you. Yeah, I'll be back on in like literally an hour or two. So yeah, I'll see you guys.